Hello दोस्तों, welcome to KP Academy once again. In this video, we will solve Mumbai University end semester question from December 2025. So the question is 1 meter cube of an ideal gas at 300 Kelvin and 1 bar is compressed adiabatically to 12 bar. It is then cooled at constant volume and further expanded isothermally so as to reach the condition from where it started. So based on this condition given in the numerical, we have 1 meter cube of ideal gas at 300 Kelvin and 1 bar. So the processes given here are plotted on the PV diagram. So this is the first condition, the 300 Kelvin temperature and 1 bar pressure. It is compressed adiabatically. So this is the process, adiabatic compression process, which goes with the law PV raised to gamma equal to constant up to the pressure 12 bar. Then it is cooled at constant volume. So this is the constant volume cooling, right, up to 0.3, and further it is expanded isothermally. So this is isothermal process reaching to the original condition, that is at 1 point. Okay, so this is the cyclic process. 1 to 2 is a compression process, adiabatic compression process. 2 to 3 is a constant volume cooling. 3 to 1 is what? Isothermal expansion. Okay, so this is for the complete cycle. Now what we have to calculate? Pressure at the end of the constant volume cooling. That means after end of the compression constant volume cooling, the P3 we have to calculate, the pressure at 3 point. Change in internal energy for throughout the cycle, net work done and heat transfer during the cycle. So for full cycle we have to calculate the net work done and net cycle. So what is given in the numerical? Volume is given 1 meter cube. The temperature T1, initial temperature, is given 300 Kelvin, right? It is also equal to T3, this one, because 3 to 1 process is the isothermal process. That means temperature at 3 point and temperature at 1 point is same. Okay, so P1 is 1 bar over here, P2 is 12 bar, Cp and Cv also given. So Cp of ideal gas and Cv of ideal gas are given already, right? So these are the data given. So what we have to calculate? We have to calculate these things: P3, internal energy, then net work done and net heat transfer during the cycle. Okay, so let's solve this problem step by step. Now we know that characteristic gas equation, right? So this is the characteristic gas equation. From the gas equation we can find out the R for, that is gas constant for the ideal gas given. Okay, so Cp minus Cv is the formula for that. This is also a Mayer equation. It is called as Mayer equation. Okay, so Cp is given to us. It is 14.3 and 10.2 is a Cv. So from this we can say that R is 4.1 kilojoule per kg Kelvin. Okay, also adiabatic index, because in this numerical we have the adiabatic process for which we should know the gamma, or that is called as adiabatic index. So gamma is calculated as Cp upon Cv. So put the values, you will get the gamma 1.402. Now we know that there is a ideal gas equation. What is that? PV equal to mRT. So from the PV equal to mRT relation we can find out the mass of the gas. Okay, so these are the initial findings which are required to further solve the problem. Okay, now let us go step by step for each and every process and find out all the things that is required. Okay, so for the process 1 to 2, this one 1 to 2, so this is the adiabatic compression process which follows the law PV raised to gamma equal to constant. So from the PV raised to gamma equal to constant, we can find out the relation between the temperature and pressure, because ultimately we need temperature also, right? So if you put the values, so let's say if I have equation PV raised to gamma equal to constant, right? So PV raised to gamma equal to constant, and if I know the relation PV equal to mRT, if I know this equation, right, I can put the values for V in terms of pressure and temperature. And finally, I will get the relation as between the temperature and pressure as temperature equal to pressure raised to gamma minus 1 by gamma. So this is what the equation we will get. So from this equation we can find out the temperature, okay, by applying the for process 1 to 2, right? So from this equation, T2 upon T1, that would be equal to P2 upon P1 raised to gamma minus 1 by gamma. So put the values and get the value of temperature T2. So you will get the temperature 611.728 Kelvin. That means the temperature at 2 point, that is after compression process, is what? 611.728. Also at this point we need to calculate the volume also. So we have this relation, use that relation, right? Because we know the what we say initial pressure, and we know the final pressure also, right? We know initial volume also. We need what? V2, that is final volume. So from this equation we can find out the final volume. So put the values and get the volume after compression. So after compression we will get the value volume as 0.1699 meter cube, right? Now further, next, what next? Again process 1 to 2. What we have to calculate actually in this problem? We have to calculate work done, we have to calculate heat transfer, and we have to calculate internal energy during each and every process. So initially process 1 to 2. Now in this process, as it is a adiabatic compression, there must be some work done, right? That is on the cycle, right? That is on the gas, right? So work done during this process 1 to 2. So as it is a adiabatic compression process, we have this formula for the work done, where m is mass of gas, r is a gas constant, the temperature difference during the process 1 to 2, and divided by the gamma minus 1. So put the values. Mass is known to us. In previous slide we have calculated that, right? So this is the mass. Then this is for the gas constant, right? Initial temperature T1, final temperature T2, that just in previous slide we have calculated. Gamma, again we have calculated that from the previous slide, right? Put those values and you will get the work done, right? So here work done is negative, okay? Work done is negative means what? The work is done on the gas. That is what the system that we have considered in this problem, okay? Right. Next, this is how we can calculate the work done. Next is we have to calculate the heat transfer. So during the process heat transfer, the heat transfer is 0. Why it is 0? Because 1 to 2 process is a adiabatic compression process, and we know during adiabatic compression process heat transfer is 0. Adiabatic term is what? Heat transfer 0, right? Now change in internal energy. So as this internal energy is a function of temperature, so we can find out the change in internal energy by this formula, mCV T2 minus T1. The process is 1 to 2, that's why it is T2 minus T1. Final temperature minus initial temperature. So put those values. Mass is 0.0813. CV is given to us, right? T2 that we have calculated in the previous slide. This is T2 and this is T1. Put those values and you will get the value of internal energy, change in internal energy. So this is what? Change in internal energy. So this is all about the process 1 to 2. Now next is what? Process 2 to 3, where the constant volume cooling is taking place, right? Now the constant volume process means what? The volume V2, right, and volume at V3 is same. So that's why V3 and V2 is same. And in previous slide we have calculated V2, and that is 0.1699. So that means V3 is also 0.1699. Okay. Now as it is a constant volume process, there is no change in volume. Okay. So delta V is what? 0. And if delta V is 0, there is no change in volume, then the work done during that process is also 0. Okay, work done during constant volume process is what? 0. There is no change in work done, it is 0, right? So work done during this process 2 to 3 is what? 0. Next is change in internal energy. So change in internal energy क्या रहेगा? Again apply the same formula, right? So formula put करने के बाद अब हम लोग को पता चलेगा कि m is this one, cv is this one, and t3 is 300. Okay, why t3 300? Because we come to know that in previous slide t1 is equal to t3. Why? Because 3 to 1 process is an isothermal process, and during the isothermal process temperature remains constant, and we know T1 is 300. That's why this also becomes 300 Kelvin. So put those values and find out the equation and get the value of delta U, that is change in internal energy during the process 2 to 3. Okay. Next, process 3 to 1. What it is? Isothermal process. PV equal to constant. The temperature is constant, right? So use that relation and find out the P3 value. Okay, because in this relation P3 V3 equal to P1 V1, we know V3, we know P1 and V1, right? We can put the values and we will get the pressure at point number 3. So pressure at point number 3 is what? 5.88 bar, because the pressure at one point is 1 bar, volume V1 is 1 meter cube, volume V3 is 0.1699 meter cube. So based on this we will get this value. Now during 3 to 1 process the work done is what? This one. What it is? It is an isothermal process. So for isothermal process the work done can be calculated using this formula. Okay, where R is gas constant, T1 is the initial temperature, V1 is the initial volume, V3 is the volume, right? Volume at point 3, right? So put those values, you will get the work done during the process 3 to 1 or work done during isothermal process 3 to 1. Okay. Now अभी यहाँ पे देखो in this work done in this process 3 to 1, the work done value is what? Positive. Okay, work done value is what? Positive. That means during isothermal process the system is doing work, we are getting some output, the work output from the system or the gas. Okay, in during compression process on the gas work is done. Okay, but in 3 to 1 process we are getting some output from the gas, that is work done. Okay, that's why it is positive here. Next is during the process 3 to 1 change in internal energy that we have to calculate. Now in previous slide only we have discussed that the internal energy is a function of temperature. There is delta T term comes in. Okay, but in this case 3 to 1 process, as it is an isothermal process, the temperature is constant. So change in temperature is what? Constant, or it is 0. Change in temperature is what? 0. So as it is change in temperature 0, the internal energy change will also be 0. Okay, so this is how we can calculate internal energy. Now furthermore we have to calculate the net change in internal energy, net work done, and net heat transfer also. So very first, change in internal energy. How to find out that? We have to sum up, or we have to take the average of not average, actually summation of all the internal energies during process 1 to 2, 2 to 3, and 3 to 1. So that's what we have done over here. So this is change in internal energy during 1 to 2, this is 2 to 3, and this is 3 to 1. In 1 to 2 the change in internal energy is this one. In 2 to 3 process it is minus. Okay, and during the process 3 to 1 it is 0. So finally we get what? 0 Kelvin kilojoule as an internal energy. Obviously, because this is the cyclic process. Okay, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, and 3 to 1. So it is a cyclic process, and for cyclic process any point function, right, the point function value becomes 0. Okay, the point function value becomes 0, and here the internal energy is what? Point function. That's why its value becomes 0. Next, net work done during the cycle. Add all the work done during 1 to 2, 2 to 3 and 3 to 1. So this is 1 to 2, 2 to 3 and 3 to 1. So during 1 to 2 it is minus because work is done on the system or on the gas. During 2 to 3 there is no work done because it is a constant volume process, correct? And finally during 3 to 1 process, that is during the isothermal expansion process, the work is from the gas, right? So by this we get the value minus 81.2256 kilojoule. The value is negative, means what? The net work is done on the system. Okay, फाइनली अभी यहाँ पे डिस्कशन करते समय हम लोगों को पता चला कि या फिर डायग्राम से हम लोग पता कर सकते हैं इट इज अ साइक्लिक प्रोसेस, राइट? सो एज अ सिस्टम इज अ साइक्लिक प्रोसेस, अकॉर्डिंग टू द फर्स्ट लॉ ऑफ थर्मोडायनामिक्स वी कैन राइट दिस वन, summation of work done equal to summation of heat transfer, right? So summation of work done we know, right? तो same can be considered as a summation of heat transfer also. So जो भी work done हम लोगों को मिला है net work done, that would be also a net heat transfer. Okay, here also the net heat transfer is what? Negative. It means what? The system is giving us the heat transfer. Okay, so from the system we are getting some heat, that is what the meaning. Okay, so this is how we can calculate the numerical. So we have calculated Q net, we have calculated W net, we have calculated P3, and we have calculated delta U net. So this is how we can calculate the values from the given numerical. Okay, so similar type of questions may be solved in upcoming videos. So kindly subscribe the channel and press the bell icon for upcoming videos. Thank you so much.